I'm back home. If you've been watching this channel the last, like, 4 or so months, you know, I've been talking about Catalyst 2024. I've been super excited to go to this tournament. I've been, you know, asking people to subscribe and be YouTube members so I could go, and, it was just this past weekend, and, I won. Kind of. Not fully. We don't talk about the main 150cc event, but I did say in my last video, my goal was to win the 200cc FFA, and I did it. So, what I want to do today is I have the stream pulled up. I'm actually going to disable this. What I want to do today is watch back my finals and just kind of break down what happened. I have not actually seen this casted yet by Pyrus and Smiley here. I haven't actually watched this back yet, so you're gonna see, I guess, genuine reactions to the cast, some other stuff that was going on other players' POVs that I didn't get to see, but I figured this would make for an interesting video, so that you can see not only what I was up to, but so I can find out what other people were up to in this lobby.
So I don't think there's gonna be much like troll tracks, like the MKS track pick we saw last match. Like, come on, no one wants to play MKS.
No, I mean, there are a few out there that want to, but I agree, I would not pick that one, not for 200cc.
This guy gets it.
We're just
Bobby doesn't get it.
Last person to get in the room.
Bobby, stop picking MKS. So this was a super cool setup, just having, like, until something interesting developed, just show everyone. Like me getting trailed, that was fun. And I have to bag to start that off because I was not getting into the front to start lap 1 of MKS. So I'll be the green Yoshi for this entire event, so I'm actually about to come on to Michael's POV here unless the POVs get switched. Yeah, there I go.
Before you wouldn't be able to get that, but now you're getting that pretty consistently if you back up.
Rookie, what are we doing? Okay. Is that my bill? Yeah, that is my bill. So I actually get an insane pull here. I've already start to third.
Really good. If there's a shock and play, that's really good for a Woken. I don't think.
I think I kind of had to use that star to save myself. Yeah, Bobby gets hit out. Bobby takes the blue.
Right. So let's see if he's gonna be able to beat Sinks. I don't think so with the horn.
Oh, and he edges into first.
That was
barely just missing with that horn.
That was close. I thought, how did I not get horned?
I don't think so with the horn.
Okay.
And he edges into first.
Sneaks went kind of wide there. That wasn't even that great of a motion. It was just tight instead of fast, and that's like that's what was important. Yeah, no, I like rid the wall there for quite a bit, but survivability is like what I was concerned about. I still don't know how to do MKS motion fast. I just know how to do it good enough. But thankfully, that's all that mattered. Winning MKS is like, I should have known something was up with this lobby when I won MKS. Like, that doesn't happen. I don't win on this track, especially with like MKS merchants in this lobby, like Bobby. I had no right being that far up. Oh, okay. This guy has Sunday race too. I had plot armor this race, man. I really hope they show my POV throughout like the second half of the race. I had actual plot armor.
You're anti-fun.
This is the one race in this event that I'll admit, okay, yeah, I got extremely lucky here. Like, the rest of it, I think I like played super well and actually deserved to win, but this race is like putting my entire event's luck into question for like, why was I allowed to do all that?
Now JPG in second place, Woken getting really aggressive, which is so important to recognize when you need to get aggressive. Absolutely.
Yeah, I backing that into there because that first set is essentially a double if you land early enough to take the rotating box. Same thing there, and I'm just like, every time I have an opportunity for a second item, I go for it. Yeah. Somehow that red, I ended up outrunning that red. I didn't know you could outrun reds on this track, but the red despawns, somehow I survived the turn through the blooper. I got lucky there. I missed a trick there. No, I had actual plot armor this race. I had no business actually holding my lead. and I
just keep it
oh,
running.
do actually
No,
keep the
you
blue,
gotta
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Yoshi Island, I just ran this race. I didn't end up getting first because, like, shock blue and stuff at the... I forget, I think it was a blue that I lost first to at the end, but there was nothing that interesting that happened this race. I just kind of kept first for as long as I could, and then once I did, I just tried to stay as far ahead as I could. But I've time trialed this track, like, quite a bit to be more than familiar enough with my driving here. And again, something I've been doing a lot more in my gameplay is just every time I approach a double, I chain both my items into it. Because something I've noticed about, like, top players' gameplay, top 200 players, is that they tend to pull a lot of bombs. You'd think they're getting lucky. No, they're actually not. Thing is, if you run into enough item boxes, you're gonna end up getting something really good eventually. So, like, when there's as many doubles on a track as there is on Yoshi's Island, there's a lot of sets on Yoshi's Island. You can just keep getting double after double after double until eventually you're gonna get something good.
Not able to
just because of how the math works out. There's a lot of good items behind me though. Like Sneak Spot a star into 4th. Does Kansai red me? I think Kansai reds me. I think that's what I died to, because I don't get first this race. Or does the bill just pass me? Or no, I get hit. But I do keep second. Okay. You know, anyways, as I was saying, me getting misgendered is fine because these are people's first time seeing me in person, and I'll be the first to admit I don't fully pass yet. I think I saw like the end of the cast. I think they do eventually start referring to me as a girl, so that's fine. And even I'm one of the trans people that's like I care less about being misgendered because I'm so used to it. But my point is, like, both these commentators are super cool. Obviously, I was with them in person for the whole event, so I don't mind. So yeah, I'm on first, second. I'm one spot off a perfect war. I'm one spot war. This is a war, yeah. I'm one spot off a perfect event after 3, and I'm still only 5 points ahead of second overall. Just goes to show how top heavy this lobby is. That like, I've gotten first, second, and Bobby is still, like, a good race away from being right there with me. Alright, I don't remember. I've clearly already, like, lost memory of this entire event, because I don't remember us playing DKJ. I guess now I do, like, now that I'm seeing it. But yeah, no, I pull a shroom and I have to immediately burn it to recover after missing that MT, and then I get trailed anyways. So, yeah, I'm playing this from the back. I'm gonna be back there getting coins for a while, but I am curious, what did the front of this look like? Is this just John running? It probably is just John running. DKJ was... I think DKJ was relatively common in, like, the older 200 scene. So I'm not surprised to see him up here. Jesus, John. Okay. I think I pull a Bill and just use it at the extension here. That or, like, I'm the only one in that, like, pack that can drive this track. Bars. I'm pretty sure I just get a Bill, though.
Now he has a horn for the potential blue shell. So I think this is a win for Bobby.
No, I'm frozen on the minimap. I actually don't know what happened to me. Did I not get a good spot this race? This might have been one of my races I didn't get a good spot. I think Bobby actually took MVP after this, unless I had like an amazing ending. Oh yeah, I pulled a star at the end, because sure. Yeah, I got like a mid spot. Bobby actually took MVP from me though here. So yeah, like I said, I'm on like 50 after 4 is... 50 after 4 is really good, but like in a top heavy lobby, that's not even going to be enough.
Alright, so I mean, that's just one of those things where you can't let those last 2 races get to you. Awoken still has a lot of chances for,
you know, this was my mindset.
Bobby's
thankfully,
so Bobby can, you know,
if there's one thing I'm really proud of how far I've come with my gameplay, it's been my mental. Like if I was on 50 after 4 and not MVP, then like me of like 2021 would have been mauling about it, and I would have lost my focus. I would not have won this event. I can guarantee you I would not have won this event. I'm glad I've matured more as a player in the time that, like, when I joined versus when LANs started becoming popular. I mean, obviously I started playing during lockdown, so there couldn't have been LANs, but the point still stands that, like, LANs came around at a good time for me as a player, once I'd actually been around and found myself better, I guess. I'm just waffling, dude. I don't know. Mental, it's important. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't pass up mental as, like, a not important skill set, because it's the most important one.
We're going into, I believe, Piranha playing Cove. So this is the first time I'm seeing this track for 200cc. So I'm interested to see what the difference between this this
Cove, I think-
race versus the 150cc race.
I think this was another track I kind of had plot armor on, if I remember correctly.
Bad,
Yeah,
but
no,
the more
literally
I, like,
2 weeks
played it,
ago,
the more I
my
was
video
like,
was me
it's not
time
bad.
trialing this,
It's
so
not
I'm
the
still
worst water track.
very fresh on the lines here. I remember well what to do, and I am going wide to just give myself space. Because I'm sorry, Michael. That was not my intention. I love how res work in this game.
Right behind JPP.
I think I just shroom up. Yeah, it is risky. The fact that John could pull offense in second, and he does, but I think I reached the double in time because yeah, that's a pretty straight section, so I can outrun the red for a little bit. Did it break on the wall? I think it did. Okay, I think John failing his line there kind of solidified that for me.
Relying on
I failed here, I remember, because I haven't practiced this really no item.
We'll see if Woken's able to keep this lead or not.
And yeah,
It seems like this red's just not going to hit it at all. Oh! But she takes the first again.
yeah, so that was just kind of an uneventful run. Thankfully, I chose a good time to TT this. Had I not TT'd this, I would have been cooked. Because, like, that video of me TTing it, I was still learning the layout. I didn't know how to drive lap 3 before I started TTing this, but thankfully I got that in before it mattered. I feel like I fumbled the bag here and just, like, let someone else into first because of my bad driving. I think. Let's find out.
Big Blue, like, I feel like they're really good 20cc tracks.
Right.
Oh, I got a lag start, too.
I like this section because, like, I like just being able just to see different things in each different lap and, like...
Oh, no, it was the bump that screwed me over. Yeah, okay.
To see people
I'm not that mad at myself for that. Like, I could have reacted to that bump, but it wouldn't have been easy to. So I just play this from the back again. John, I think, just runs away from this because, like, of course he did. It's AX Mountain. What happened to John? Oh, I actually don't remember this. What happened to John? I think I just take second and let Sneaks win because at this point, Sneaks wasn't a threat to me in overall just yet. Yeah, I just let Sneaks take first. Because I know that if so long as I beat everyone else that's competition to me, I will live. Because where was Sneaks overall after this? I think he was like 10, 15-ish points behind me at this point, so...
It's always the worst when you know that you're...
Oh no, he was quite a bit behind me, so that was a good move to not get aggressive. And Bobby got third there, so... Like, I beat him, but... Like, had I been aggressive, there's a good chance he kills me for doing it, so... I think it was a good play. I'm actually playing this Daisy Circuit race from the back here. I don't know what happened to me on lap 1. I think I, like, went for something fancy and got killed for it. I actually have no... I have no recollection of this race. John actually does pull his defense up there. Okay, I pop into a star in, like, 6th there. But look at the gap between top 3 and everyone else. What was happening? Do I just, like, shroom up here? I think this, to me, was just, like, get a good enough spot, because Bobby was pretty far behind me at this point. I was concerned that this was Bobby, like, right here, but it turned up being Rookie. It was the other blue Yoshi. Michael, again, not that much of a threat to me in overall at the time, so I just let myself, like, build up points by just getting good enough races. Because so long as the people... A good thing to know about playing in FFAs is so long as the people that aren't threats to you in overall are the ones beating you, then just get a good enough spot. You don't have to play aggressive if you're MVP and you're in second in a race and the person in first is like 9th overall. Unless overall scores are super close, that's never something that you should prioritize. Worry about beating the people around you. You know? To say targeting... It's not targeting in the sense, like, I don't like this person, so I want to hit them just out of, like, for no reason. There actually is, like, strategic targeting based on, like, how close you are to people overall. And that is an actual strategy that more pro players use than you might realize. So, something to consider if you're not already thinking that way. When we played Big Blue, did I just... Actually, no. I know what happened here. I played this. I played out this race. You'll see when it gets to the part that is important to my story. But I'll just let the race start for first. Of course, I do my hop twice for significance. If you know, you know. Okay, no, it was a different Big Blue race. I think we played Big Blue. We played Big Blue in both this and my qualifier. In my qualifier, I think the POV was on me for Big Blue. I took High Path Ultra. Sir Bookrider, after my race, calls me and calls my actual phone because he has my number and tells me he's disappointed in me for not doing low ultra. Because what else is a more Sir Bookrider thing to do? Unfortunately, I do get forced into my star. I pulled a star out of cannon set, which I was super, super happy with. But I got forced into it by the bomb from John there. And then shot comes right after it. There's a few people in the back, but I had plot armor at the end here. I actually, maybe even more so than Sky has Sunday, I had plot armor at the end here.
Unless he gets sniped out by Michael.
Oh,
Michael said not today.
That green that hit Rod did not disappear on my screen. That green that hit Rod did not hit Rod on my screen, so I had to avoid it as well. I drifted over to the other side of the wall and, had an empty into the line just so I couldn't get hit. I was surprised with myself that I avoided that.
Out by Michael.
Oh!
Because Michael and I were right on top of each other. Once again, Michael, you know, pretty solidly far behind me in overall, so getting second to him was fine. Especially because everyone else that got a good spot, I'm 25 points ahead, I'm 50 points ahead, I'm 30 points ahead. Encore top 2, let's go. And Bobby's getting not good of a spot. Has cemented me with a huge lead. I was up by 20, but I was still this was not over for me at all. This wasn't over, mathematically, until race 11. I could not have gotten complacent here. There were definitely a couple more not great races I gave up from here to the end.
Got some curious picks on there right now. Let's see, Music Park is one of them.
I wish Music Park was a curious pick, Smiley. Oh, was this BC? Okay. Yeah, I want to say Michael just... Wait, I don't remember this race, actually. I know Michael picked this. Michael's,
I still like
world's biggest BC fan.
I'm the type of player that just likes all the...
But I forget how this went for me. I get a trail on someone. Okay, so I'm playing a lot more races from the back than I remember. I thought there were a lot where I just kind of ran. And, there were, but... I'm doing a lot more catching up than I remember doing, which I guess actually works out in my favor. Now that I'm thinking about the lobby I played in, I probably should have been doing this even more than I did. Because, yeah, I'd say there's only 2 players in this lobby I think are, very clearly faster than me. I think I was pretty significantly faster than at least 9 of the 11 people here. Michael, I probably couldn't consistently catch up to, and John, I couldn't consistently catch up to. But the other 9 were all easily passable, that if I wanted to, I could just, bag and have a good chance at getting, 3rd every race if I wanted to.
If Michael gets first,
that wasn't how I chose to play, because I didn't realize that in the moment. And it's definitely better that I chose to just traditionally run some races, but thinking about it, more bagging wouldn't have hurt, I don't think. I built my way up here. This was a pretty good bill. I think I had to pop my star right after because of the bad drop.
Coming in like the wrecking ball.
But at this point, I was just, yeah.
Woken,
I went for that cut.
Good reaction on the Woken right there.
I went for that cut. I didn't think the waves would be that high up. But yeah, no. Ended up not being great for me.
Oh, but nice getting back on the line.
So yeah, getting 6th was actually pretty decent there. Because I only lost I actually beat Bobby that race. It was then actually John that was 2nd overall. Bobby dropped into 4th.
19 point,
I was still pretty far ahead, but beating Bobby was what was important that race. Letting Michael and John get good races, that was the last race I could have done that. Because if I had done that one more time, then it would have gotten ugly. But I locked in race 10 and 11, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I spent the entire finals voting DK Mountain, and I don't think it got picked. Because there was, in qualifiers, a DK Mountain race where... Or I actually didn't pick DK Mountain, but, looking back on it, I realized I should have. Because I got, a 5-second break on DK Mountain. Like, there was no one else in my qualifier lobby that had time trial there. I was the only one that knew what I was doing there. And I figured it would be the same case for finals. But I got a 5-second break on DK Mountain, and the only reason I didn't win that race was because I got target shocked in the shortcut on lap 3, and then got redded after it. But I was pretty confident, yeah, that won't happen again, had we played again. We didn't. I ended up not getting DK Mountain, even though I picked it like 8 times. But it's fine. Okay, and DK Summit. I locked in for DK Summit. I remember this. This was probably my most clutch race. Like, this was probably my best played race of the event. And I'm just thinking, get to the front and run. Because I was pretty confident that I was the fastest player here on this track. So long as I could I could get relatively far away from Michael. Just get into first and worry about the rest later. Yeah, I had shroom defense there. And I was just chilling. As soon as I got away from Kanzai, I was just chilling. I was chilling until, like, the killing first weapons came out. Like Shock Blue, stuff like that.
Yeah, and you're going to notice, too, that anybody that can at least do that...
Yeah, Michael fails double, but I get it, so I just have a huge break. But I think... I want to say this was when... Yeah, there was Shock. Shock happened in the cup between the... In the cup between the POVs, but I get shocked and blued there, and...
Bobby's being evil. What?
Not... Hold on. I think third was right on top of him. I think third was, like, right here. Third was right behind Bobby. And third... Yeah, no, you can see Bobby's position change to third. Third... Yeah, third... No, third came up and got lag hit. Because the red shell animation starts from behind the player, they got hit there. I think that's how I got saved.
A little bit of lag right there.
But...
No, I think... Oh!
But Bobby...
I end up avoiding the horn on my screen.
Horn to both of them right around the corner.
What? No.
But they serve...
Yeah, no, the horn actually didn't hit either of us. That wasn't even just a me thing. Like, John didn't get hit by it either. He uses this pretty clearly right on top of us. I think he got, like, more momentum on our screens because of, like, a CPU driving thing. And we were able to get away from him. But yeah,
Chat over there yelling
me winning that was
that mess up right there.
Not... It wasn't mathematically over.
Right there.
This is not mathematically over. John can still beat me here. John's the only person that can beat me here. Bobby, I'm up by 28 with 2 left. That's... Wait. Okay, Bobby can tie me. Bobby can tie me if he gets first twice and I get last twice. But John's the only person that can actually outright beat me. Because I'm up 22 on him. I needed to be up 29 or more for this to be mathematically over. So I just needed to get, like, an okay spot on race 11, and this was over.
Yeah, not technically.
Not technically, but I'm not going to be that person where it's like, it's still mathematically possible.
It's like, by my analytical data here.
If they get first,
Oh, okay, no, I do that on my MKC casting a lot. When the team is up like 50, when the team is up like 60 with 2 left, I always say, oh, it's mathematically possible. But, like, no, those comebacks don't happen. Right? Was I right that this was LA Laps? Yeah. I feel like I remember me doing something stupid here. Am I right to remember that? I feel like this was not a pretty race by me.
Los Angeles Laps?
Yes,
right?
this is. Yes, LA Laps right now.
LA Laps. Let's see if Woken's able to front run.
Or no, I ran. Okay. Oh yeah, I did do something stupid. I cheated. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about this. So, this is me cheating. This is me literally cheating. I was not at shroom distance. I was in first on, like, I was like a pixel behind first on my screen because John caught up to me because Bitty Buggy XL. But according to the game, I was in second, and I pulled a shroom from like 5 units back, which I was not expecting. I was just spamming to get my item. I did not think my ass was getting a shroom.
So many times it's fake. I feel like it's
JPG is...
John went for the rock cut and missed it, I guess.
Bro doesn't want to win. He saw
But from there, it was just don't die and I win. Because his race was, like, in trouble pretty early. So,
by Rod.
oh,
Or
okay, Rod, I see you.
Barely avoiding that.
Yeah, there were a couple capture card issues here. I don't actually think I get
Big
first this
throw in
race.
second place.
Yeah, I get hit by the red that was coming for me. And, oh, getting shocked on the glider there is so good.
He's gonna be able to, keep his speed, but it seems like he's
Then what happens at the end here? I'm pretty sure I get hit by
Nope.
something and end up getting, like, third.
Konsai's
Okay,
gonna be able to
yeah, no, Rod passes me.
really
Do I just accept second here?
Top spot right here.
Or no, a few people passed me, but no, I had
Onto-
win secured here. I am curious. Did the caster's mic pick up me popping off?
So that'll do it. That's GG's.
That's GG's for Awoken, but it's between Bobby.
It did. Yeah, that's me in the pack.
No, Awoken.
I thought it was a little louder. No, that wasn't that loud. Yeah. I don't think race 12 was that interesting. What even was race 12? I can't find out. Okay, I don't remember race 12. All I remember is that I fumbled getting 140. I ended up finishing on 139 overall. I'll put up the results here at the end. Oh yeah, it was Super Bowl Subway. Yeah. No, the Super Bowl Subway race was just a typical Super Bowl Subway race. It's just everyone in dodges the whole time, and then the shock is like the one time that nobody is in them. It's every Super Bowl Subway race is the same. I don't think I have anything else to say that I didn't already say on Twitter. But again, Danny, thank you for the event, and it felt really good to accomplish the one goal I had set out for myself ever since this event was announced. Like, they announced that this would be having 200 like the day that the event was announced. So I'm very happy to have won it. I really do hope that at the next few catalysts, more good 200 players show up, because a good 200 LAN, like a tier A lobby 200 LAN, would be sick. I would love that. Lounge, Diamonds, and Masters, go to the next catalyst, please. Yeah, that was the 200 event. We don't talk about 150.